What is up, everybody? In this video I'm going to be showing you how I did my light painting photos. Now I'll be showing you how I got these photos that you were seeing on the screen right now. But first, what you will need is a camera that you can set to manual settings, like a DSLR, anything that you can have control over the exposure or the shutter speed. You also need like a flashlight, a torch, sparklers is what I used, anything that emits like constant light. Um, and optional, you would need a second person to run around you to, you know, I'll explain later, but essentially you might need another person to create the light painting while you sit still for the photo. So I'm gonna open up the first image here. So this is the first one we will be working with. You can see my settings, what I use to create this image. You can see all the numbers here. So if I go back to default, this is what it originally looked like. I was holding a sparkler in my hand and I was twirling it around myself, and that's why I'm blurry. So for these kind of photos, the exposure is going to be very long. I did 10 seconds and I'll show you a screenshot of all my settings in my camera. Okay, so what you want to do here is, if you're by yourself and you don't have another person to go around and run around you with a light, you're going to need to stay as still as possible, because as you can see in this image, you can see my hand, some motion blur of my hand right here, and it's just blurry. So the more stable you are and still, the better the photo will come out to be. So I'm gonna Command Z, and this is essentially the before and after. So my settings for the light painting, my shutter speed was at 10 seconds, my f-stop was at f4, my ISO was at 160. So for these settings, you want to expose for the light itself and not the environment you're in. So I was outside my yard at night, so I didn't want to expose for the night. I wanted to expose for the light. So these settings would work just fine with light painting at night. So that's essentially all I did to get these images. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as I can. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.